Engels is het lekkerst altijd, maar Nederlands ook goed.
Okay, yeah.
Wat jij wilt. Doe het. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, here we are at the next web, and who do I come? This green guy. We basically color coordinate in an amazing way. Maarten, you are basically starting with your new startup. What's the name?
Teamly.
Okay. What's Teamly?
Teamly is a TomTom for teams. We help teams become better, basically. We do two things. We cut up a project into 16 digestible parts, challenges, and each challenge we make sure the best person in the team runs it, becomes the driver. So that's the second thing.
Okay. So it's basically a tool which helps me to divide up labor depending on people's qualities and people's talents and people's vision of what they want to do. Exactly. You basically make a nice division of labor.
Division of labor, but mostly we make them self-steering and self-organizing. So you as a manager, you create really smart teams that are able to steer themselves through the fog.
Okay, and now we have here, we see time to continue, time to connect, time to construct, and time to conquer. What is this?
So these are the 4 quadrants of Teamly, how we see each project. Time to connect is when you see a problem, when you create the vision and collect the resources to create your solution. Once you've done that, you got your mission. That's when you start with the second quadrant, create. You create your solution, your app, your software, build your bridge, whatever it is. Then you go to conquer. That's when you put it in the world. That's when you have to fight for it. Get it on into the supermarket, whatever you build. Once you've done that successfully, you go to continue. You've become a system. You know how to sell it. You've got your optimum rate.
Okay, so you also analyze in what phase is my project, and depending on the phase of my project, I basically need a certain team, and I need to divide up the team in certain ways.
Yes. So when you use us, you get an idea where you are, what the current focus is, and you make sure everybody focuses on that point. So when you're a vision, do not focus on the product yet. And really, it's as simple as that. You make sure you do the right thing at the right moment.
Okay, it's a cloud platform, and I basically can configure it. And it's a cloud app or a cloud platform
application.
Okay. On the iPad or on the web or
on the web.
On the web. Okay. And then I can use it, and I can help it to structure my team and to get more aware of where I am. Yeah. How does the business model work?
A simple subscription model. So basically, you pay per person in your team, and that's how how you work it.
And how much is that per month per team member?
We are still determining this, but a couple, 10 or 20 euros around that. Think simple and straight up.
Okay. Can everybody use it at the moment for free, or how does it work?
Has its first project for free. Next week we will have the next green version. This is why we're wearing green. And if you know Slack, for instance, basically you open up a channel, there's a bot talking to you, guiding you and your team, doing the driver switches, making sure the focus is correct, and helping you, do the impossible, basically. Okay.
The same members who basically create Teamly have created Layar, got 10 million in investment in augmented reality, a market which is just starting to develop. I mean, you were really early. What did you learn from Layar, which you're doing now different with Teamly?
Key thing, when Raimo and I, the co-founder also with Layar, when we came together again and we're like, hey, we have to do something together because we like each other, we do it well. Let's start with a problem that you and I see now that we want to create a solution for. Yeah. So that was the biggest thing, because augmented reality is a vision in the future, something that might happen, that might be successful, but isn't there yet.
Okay. But you solve different problems. First you had the technology and you made it aware that everybody could use it. Now you're solving a real problem. Yeah. Now building the company, doing finances and that kind of stuff. What have you learned there with Layar? Because you got a huge amount of money at a time where everything was exploding.
Yeah, one of the key things now is that we know what we're doing more. I mean, when we started Layar, we had no clue. We were a startup before anybody had a startup. I remember getting the first angel money. Even the angels didn't know how to do it.
No. And then you were on the New York Times, and then from there on everything exploded. You were on Samsung phones, and back that. What's happening now with Layar? Are they still there?
Yeah, they're part of Blipper, and Blipper now is a unicorn. And our junior product manager, he's now the lead product manager in San Francisco, where they're spending all that money with Blipper. And it's amazing specifically to see our people. Of course, we still seem like that in Blipper doing amazing stuff.